Hello, this is Nolan. I live somewhere in central London, and this is a pretty weird day. This morning, I woke up and my cat, Alonso, was nowhere to be seen. And the way I knew that was that he usually wakes me up at 5 in the morning, begging for food. But today he didn't, and I woke up at 9, and, well, Alonso was nowhere to be seen, so naturally I got a bit worried. But you know how cats are, they go and they come back on their own accord, so I just didn't think about it much. Then I went to make breakfast, and turns out I all out of white bread. So I went out to get white bread, and turns out it wasn't just Alonso. Everybody was gone. The streets were empty, all the people were nowhere to be seen. Nobody in the sidewalks, nobody in the cars. Nobody in the supermarkets where they're supposed to sell you white bread. So, naturally, got a bit freaked out. Weird thing I noticed, though, all the cats were still there, all the street cats prowling around, but Alonso's still gone, so that's a bit weird, isn't it? I mean, if you're going to take one cat, I would not take Alonso. Anyways, weird as it all is, still have a lot of things to do. So just in case everybody comes back, I have this project to deliver by next week, and I'm going to use this much needed peace and quiet that I have been afforded to get on with it. But either way, this is pretty weird, isn't it? All the people. Not like it makes a difference. If anything, it's quite peaceful. Hello, this is Nolan. I just came back from a walk in this newly deserted world of ours, and I have to admit, I actually quite like it. All respects to everyone who's just disappeared and all, but whoever took everyone was kind enough to leave all the birds, and the birds are all singing, and for once you can actually hear them. So you go out and there's no people chattering, there's no cars revving their engines, honking their horns, no exhaust fumes in the air, no construction noise. You just get to hear the birds, and it was the best walk of my life. I don't go out much, and now I know why. It was all the people. And then I come back to the apartment, and the apartment's also the most peaceful it's ever been. That damn pianist upstairs has finally stopped playing. I don't know how he affords to play that much. Don't you have a job or anything? I mean, he had gotten quite good, but I just don't get music, to be fair. And Alonso doesn't wake me up at ungodly hours in the morning anymore, and I get to have peaceful sleep. And so, even if everyone doesn't come back, I don't really mind this. It's quite nice for a change, It's proving quite therapeutic. Also, I gave up on the whatever project I was doing, because, if my boss does somehow magically come back, I can just tell him, well, I was the only living person on Earth for a few days, so sorry I didn't finish my project. Hello, this is Nolan. So I thought, now that the world is empty and all mine to explore, I would explore it to its full extent. So, a quick pop to the internet, a small Allen wrench, a bobby pin, and a few hours on my knees at the door. Later, I can pick locks. Granted, in an embarrassingly long amount of time. Still takes me like 15 minutes to pick a lock, but I can pick a lock. So I started going to some of the neighbors' houses. So I went to the pianist's house, and he has this marvelous old grand piano, and no wonder it makes all that noise. It's gigantic. How did they even get that up there, you think? How much does that cost? Anyways, I went to old lady Miranda's house downstairs, and she has this gorgeous set of Chinese pottery all laid up on a table. So that was really nice too. Really clean house, that old lady. I wouldn't expect anything less. And a lot of portraits on the walls, portraits of people. Her family, I assume, her friends. All kinds of different people. I counted about 24 different faces. Weird how she can stay attached to all that. So many people. Doesn't that get tiring? Loving all that much. She must have had a really big heart. Anyways, I'm going to keep exploring. See what more treasures I can come up with. Hello, this is Nolan. So, I started branching out in my little escapades in, unlawfully entering people's houses. I mean, it used to be unlawful, but who else is to make the law anymore? It's all me, so I might as well keep myself occupied. So, I started taking little tiny bitsy, really unnoticeable souvenirs from people's houses. I mean, they wouldn't even notice they were gone. So, this really cheesy, frankly terrible looking candle lantern holder thing. Look at that. That is actually hilarious. Anyways, I might actually start getting into candles, who knows. This old pocket watch with a little car on the front, and it's dead, but I might find a battery for it somewhere. It's dead on 12:29. 10 seconds to 12:30. Make of that what you will. I found a little guitar, put on the desk, and a big guitar. So, hear me out. I know this is a tiny bit bigger than the others. Someone might notice this was gone, but I couldn't help it. Really, it's just looked nice, alright? And I thought that now that I'm going to be all alone for, probably the rest of eternity, I might as well keep myself occupied with something to learn. So there's the whole extent of the internet at my disposal, and I have a guitar. That sounds horrible at the present. I will learn what to even do with it, but I don't know, I might start making music. If Piano Guy ever comes back, I can play back at him with my amazing guitar skills. Hello, this is Nolan. So, I've been messing around with this guitar for the past few hours, and turns out, first, you have to tune it. And I went like, oh god, tune it. I have no idea how to do that. Turns out, there's an app for that. There's an app for everything these days. Who needs an instructor? So, I tuned it, and I managed to learn a little something. A little first song, if you will. The best first song of all first songs. Hey, that doesn't sound half bad, for the first day and all that. So, yeah, this is fun. I'm going to keep at it. Hello, this is Nolan. So I went on another walk today, and I went uptown because everybody was always talking bad about uptown and how it's dangerous, and so I thought, well, it can't be dangerous anymore. There's no people. So I went there, and it's quite nice if you're not getting shanked or anything. So it was a really nice part of town. But I saw an empty stroller in the middle of the sidewalk. So I assumed there had been a family there, or a lone mother, and their child was in that stroller, and then whatever happened, and they all disappeared. So, I don't know. For the first time since this whole thing, I kind of remembered that other people had lives too. And as much as I had preferred to be alone, they probably would have preferred to, well, keep on existing and go places and grow up and all that. So I don't know. I don't feel responsible for it. I didn't make all the people disappear, but I'm the only one enjoying it. I'm the only one still around, benefiting from it. Well, all these other lives were cut short. I wouldn't have done this. It's just that I'm just here. So, yeah. Might as well get on with it.
Hello. This is Nolan. So, I just came back home and, well, last night I was just walking out again because it's too quiet in here and I'm starting to get dizzy, so I will just go out and walk, whatever. And I went out to this pub that was left wide open, and, well, I never drank before, and I'd never gotten drunk, so I sat down and I started drinking, and for the record, I don't know why everyone keeps drinking. It's terrible. It tastes horrible and it feels horrible. So I started drinking, and once I started feeling dizzy, I stopped because, God, I wanted to make it back home. And I opened my eyes, and it was 7 a.m, and so I stumbled back here, and now I'm here. So.
Hello, this is Nolan. Terribly sorry for the previous video. I nodded off and I ended up recording for 9 hours straight. And when I woke up, my camera had run out of storage. So I'm recording this on my phone. And it hadn't run out of battery, by the way. Good quality. Anyways, I'm never going to drink again. That felt horrible. And I'm going to spend more time doing normal things that normal people do when they're not the last human being on Earth or something. I'm going to practice the guitar a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe go finish that project I was doing. I haven't forgot what it was. How long has it been? A couple of weeks at least. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to start living a little more normally. See where it gets me. Hello, this is Nolan. Alright, so I had this idea. Given that there were 8 billion people on planet Earth, there is very, very little probability that I'm the only one remaining, right? Because there is nothing special about me. Why would I be the only person remaining out of 8 billion people? So I went on, given that the internet is still up, I went on every single social media platform that I could find. Everywhere where you can post anything, I went and I posted for other people to see. I asked if there's anybody else, and I have made over 400 accounts in the past few hours to cry for help, basically. So if there's anybody out there, if there is anyone who has access to the internet and who is still remaining, they will see one of my posts, definitely. But I didn't give up there. I went down to a radio station a few blocks down, and I started, well, I didn't know how to do that, but the internet, I started broadcasting a looped message of myself asking if there's anybody else on short and long range frequencies. And I also started listening on my own radio for other frequencies. Maybe there's someone else out there. Maybe they have had the same idea and they're broadcasting a frequency of their own. So I'm going to be listening for other people, and I'll see what goes on. I'll see if I can find someone else, and if I can, maybe we can get together and we can find more people and maybe start a community and maybe repopulate the earth. I don't know. It's way too early for that, but I'm trying. All right, so I will keep you posted. Hello, this is Nolan. So, it's been a few days, and, well, there's been nothing. The internet's been quiet, even the bots have gone offline, and, I wonder how long before the internet itself goes offline. So, nothing on the frequencies yet. I mean, I did come across something a few days ago, but it was, I thought someone was broadcasting, and then it was this automatic evangelical preaching Christian radio something. I don't know, preaching the word of Jesus on repeat 24/7. So it's funny, I never was really into religion. Never. I always thought it a bit fanciful, you know? Talking to some big man up in the sky, come fix all your problems. But I think I misunderstood that whole thing. I think it's not about how big the man in the sky is. I don't think anybody cares. I don't even think they care if he fixes all their problems. I think it's just that he's there. And, well, you talk to him and you imagine he's listening, and I think that's enough for most people. I mean, hell, I would give anything to have someone listen to me right now. There's no one. I can talk, but there's no one listening. So maybe that's enough for them. Calm someone down. Just someone who's there. Maybe they don't even care, maybe they don't even do anything about it, but there's someone there. And they hear you. They listen to you. I think I get it now. Hello, this is Nolan. This is probably going to be the last one of these that I will be making. Don't worry, I'm not going to kill myself or anything. It's just that at this point, I think it's pointless. There has been nothing on the radio or the internet for the past 10 days or so since I started, and I'm coming to terms with the fact that this is just how it's going to be for the rest of my life. And when I'm dead, there will be nobody else left. So I made this to say that I am sorry to everyone in everything that was and isn't anymore. To all the people that had hopes and dreams and ambitions and wanted to be something or go somewhere or stay somewhere. All of that is over now, and I'm really sorry. Not because I had any part in it, I didn't, but because I was always someone who wished for something like this. I was someone who thought this would be the best way to live. No one bothering you, with no hassle, no noise. And it's not that I thought I was better than everyone else. I'm not better than anything else. It's just that I couldn't stand others and I couldn't stand myself. So I had to cut my losses. So the less people, the better. The less people that I can't stand, the easier it's going to be. So I settled for just the one. And I should have reached out sooner. Before the world was empty, I should have reached out to all of you. For love, for connection, maybe that way could have seen things a little better. I'm sorry for undervaluing you. To all the neighbors who I shit-talked to myself on a daily basis because you were just being who you were, and that was beautiful. You were playing the piano, you were living, having your conversations and your loud telephone calls and your arguments and all of that. All of the people that I couldn't stand, I miss you now. And Alonso, all the times I got mad at you for waking me up, all the times you couldn't stop screaming at me and really wanted to kick you out. I'm so sorry because I really miss you. I really miss everything before this. So I'm just sorry. I see that now. Alonso?